Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We're broadcasting live today from the Hard Asset Show, beautiful Manhattan. Our guest is Frank Trotter. Frank is the president of EverBank. Frank, welcome back to TFNN.
Well, thanks very much, Tom. Great to be here. I love being in New York.
No doubt, no doubt. You know, the last time we were together, you actually had just taken over, you know, basically the brick and mortar banks, okay? Mm-hmm. And so first what I'd like to talk about is that, you know, EverBank and, you know, the currencies. So talk to me about exactly, you know, where EverBank is now and where you're looking to go.
Sounds great. I'd be happy to. It was about a year ago. It was May last year when we took over the Bank of Florida in an FDIC-based transaction.
Yes.
Those branches have been great. They're financial centers. They're in high net worth areas. Great clients, great team members that came along with the institution. I was actually down at our Boca Raton branch this time last week. Beautiful location, and they're getting great customer base. But, you know, on the other side of the house, you know, the currency market, of course, it's just been exploding over the last couple of years, and also our metals business. As the rest of the bank has grown, so has all the currency deposits and all our metals customers as well.
Right. You know, we get a lot of calls in, and it's interesting. You know, people talk many times that, yeah, the dollar is just going down, 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 and people are worried about that. But we get a lot of calls in, not so much about that, but we get calls in that my children are going to go to school here, my children are going to go to school here. So, and it's interesting, and they like to hedge themselves out in that currency, and that's a true hedge. So that must be a business for you also.
It is, and it's interesting. There's 3 or 4 different versions of that. One is, you know, my kids are going to go to school at London School of Economics, yes, or, you know, the Macquarie University in Australia, and we do get a lot of that. We have people hedging vacations. You know, we'll make a wire in euros to your hotel in Paris if you're going to be there for 2 weeks and spend a bunch of money.
Okay.
We do work with universities who have these overseas programs. You know, maybe a U.S. university is going to be in Japan next year.
Right.
They want to hedge their exposure. And then finally, we have a lot of folks here, you know, are looking to retire somewhere. Maybe they're going to go buy a place in New Zealand, yes, Australia, Europe, take your pick. And they're going to accumulate currency over that period of time. And what's interesting, when you do move, your base currency changes. We all think of things in terms of the U.S. dollar.
Right.
But let's say you're going to retire to New Zealand.
Sure.
Now your base currency is New Zealand dollar. That's what you're going to eat with.
Absolutely.
So we have a lot of people that switch over for all those different reasons.
Amazing. Now, when we take can you talk a little bit about how your CDs work? Mm-hmm. We get a lot of calls on that too.
Absolutely. You know, EverBank offers deposits denominated in foreign currency, just like your regular U.S. CD or regular U.S. money market account. Right. There are about 25 different currencies, and we'll do almost any liquid or tradable currency. So, you know, a random African or South American currency doesn't count. And what you're doing is you're sending us dollars, or you can wire us the foreign currency.
Yes.
And we'll convert those dollars to the currency, and then you have a choice of a money market account, which is regular access. You just, you know, you can call up any time and say, send me my money.
Okay.
This plays a little bit less interest in a CD. CDs that people do are mostly 3 and 6 month CDs.
Okay.
And then they just roll those. There's no fee to roll the CD over. You get the current rate that's on the sheet that day.
Right.
And so you now have exposure and you actually own the currency.
Right.
And as I said, at the other end, when you come to the end of your program or you view that you want to change back to the U.S. dollars, just ring up the desk, send them an email, go online.
Amazing.
And then change it back to U.S. dollars. So it's really as simple as a U.S. deposit product.
Right.
But it's denominated in foreign currency.
And you know what's interesting about what you're saying about the 3 to 6 months? It's laddering like that is a great system anyway. Yeah. Period. Because especially when you're in a zero rate environment, it's like okay.
It's a big race to zero right now. You know, most people look at this as a money market instrument. So having a 3 or 6 month CD, you're always getting the current rate.
Yes.
You know, if you're taking a long-term investment, 3 years, 5 years, be my guest. We offer the fixed income securities from around the world through our affiliated broker-dealer.
Yes.
But for deposits, having it short allows you to benefit as the rates rise. Certainly it goes down as rates come down, but you still own the currency.
Now, the CDs, even though they're in different currencies, FDIC, are you covered there, or how does that work?
The CDs are a deposit of EverBank. They are FDIC insured. They do not protect against loss due to currency price movement. If you buy the euro and it goes down, you lose money.
Right.
But should EverBank ever be declared insolvent, there is a methodology to pay that out under the regular FDIC rules.
Which in this case, you're the only one that had any money left in the downdraft, right?
There you go.
That's pretty amazing, right?
As a customer, they'd be in great shape.
Yeah, totally. Now, talk to me about mortgages. I mean, you're in the mortgage business,
We are,
right?
Exactly. We're a national mortgage lender. We do all the usual mortgages. We have a great jumbo ARM product. We have if you look at our lending pattern, it's again just like our deposits, a population map of the United States.
Right.
And we're also a large servicer of loans. We have about $65 billion in servicing, where we're collecting the payments and all the other things that you normally do in a mortgage business. So those two offset each other very nicely. And our view is that we have great rates, both on the mortgage side and on the bank side. And so check us out. Just call the number, and they can route you to a mortgage person. And just like anything else, the local bank may have a special, but on average, we're going to be the best deal in the market.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Frank, thanks for being with us here today. Folks, you can come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the EverBank banner right there. You click that banner. Thank you for being with us today. Have a great day. Have a safe day.